Hello, my name is Brandy Atkinson. I'm a student at Florida International University. The current class that I'm enrolled in is PPE 3003, Theories of Personality. I will be doing my video project on topic number 3, and the title of my project is called Positive Psychology and Orphans. In section 1, Positive Psychology and Orphans, I will explain Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I will introduce positive psychology and personality theory concepts. I will explain positive personality concepts in relation to orphans. In section 2, titled Dalai Lama, The Seeds of Love and Compassion, I will introduce the 14th Dalai Lama and give a summary of his speech. I will touch on some of the concepts that Dalai Lama introduced in his speech and compare and contrast them to other personality theories we learned throughout the semester. Section 1, Positive Psychology and Orphans. Positive psychology derives from Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory. The lower level needs, or the basic level needs, are the physiological needs, which include water, sleep, and food. The next level is the need for safety. This need requires the feeling that one is in a safe situation or environment. The third level is the need for love and belonging. The fourth level is the need to satisfy esteem needs. Only once the previous 4 levels are reached can a person reach self-actualization, which is a person's full potential. Some of the characteristics of self-actualization individuals include efficient perception of reality, acceptance, autonomy, problem-centered, peak experiences, and ethics and values. Positive psychology stresses the importance of positive emotional states. According to Cloninger, we are inherently directed towards growth, and positive emotions signal the path we are to take. So happiness and positive emotions aren't just pleasurable, but they direct us to where we must go. Positive psychology values 3 personality traits: optimism, values and strengths, and resiliency. According to Cloninger, in a historic observation that took place in 1945, Renee Spritz observed that orphanages babies deprived of human touch and love became ill and even died, despite adequate food and medical care. According to Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, an orphan child may fail to have their esteem needs met, and it results in a failure to proceed to the next level of the hierarchy. According to Maslow, people who feel unloved, perhaps sensing parental rejection, continue to function at the third level. An orphan child's development may be halted because of their inability to satisfy individual levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because in order for a child to proceed to the next level, they must satisfy the level of need that they are on. An orphan child may have trouble making the decisions later on in life that their life is meaningful. According to Hicks and King, positive affect and satisfying relationships are among the factors that contribute to the judgment that life is meaningful. If an orphan child does not have the ability to form a relationship with parents or caregiver, they may feel inadequate later on in life. Section 2. The 14th Dalai Lama, The Seeds of Love and Compassion Speech. According to Cloninger, the 14th Dalai Lama is the current leader of Tibetan Buddhism. He travels widely and collaborates with others. Unlike all the other Dalai Lamas, he has met with political and religious leaders throughout the world and has engaged in dialogues on political freedom, modern science, and religion, bringing the tradition of Buddhism with its insights to the problems of the modern world. On October 14, 2010, he gave a speech at Stanford University. The topic of the speech was "The Seeds of Love and Compassion." The Dalai Lama maintains that children who receive the maximum affection during their childhood go on to have more stable lives than those children that receive little to no affection. The Dalai Lama also maintains that orphanages describe children as unwanted children, and that the neglect that experience sets them up for future emotional problems. He places an emphasis on compassion during his speech. He explained how his mother was very compassionate towards him and that she didn't display anger. His mother was illiterate, and although uneducated, she showed lots of compassion, and that helped him develop into the happy person he is today. Another concept in the Dalai Lama's speech was money and happiness. The Dalai Lama maintained that money does not bring you happiness. Similar to the Dalai Lama's point of view, positive psychology maintains that increased happiness due to an instant win of money is temporary, and that usually people return to the level of happiness they once were at before the inheritance of money, once the money is spent. In his speech, the Dalai Lama maintains that since everyone comes from our mother, we all have the same seed of compassion. This seed of compassion strengthens our emotional level and brings inner strength to face our difficulties in life, eluding fear. Similar to the Dalai Lama's point of view that expresses the idea that children who are orphans lack affection and this negatively affects them later in life, according to Cloninger, Alfred Adler's psychoanalytic social perspective maintained that parental neglect contributes to maladaptive development. Children who have been neglected, including orphans and unwanted or illegitimate children, are likely to believe others will not support them. Parental neglect can lead a child to adopt a pampered life of style. Thus, neglected children can become overly dependent on others for recognition and for nurturance. In addition, the Dalai Lama maintains in his speech that human survival depends on their parents' care, particularly their mothers. According to Cloninger, Karen Horney's interpersonal psychoanalysis theory maintains that infants and young children are highly dependent on their parents for psychological security as well as physical survival. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.